Hello, dear students and viewers. Welcome to the Global Education Center, Qatar. Yeah, so as you can see the title that your direct ticket to the NIT. So basically, we are discussing today about the DASA quota. Yeah, every student dreams to be do bachelors in NITs or the triple ITs or the IITs as they provide the gateway to the research and offers a very high paying technical jobs. Even degrees from these institutions have worldwide recognition. So government of India provided a reservation to get into these reputed colleges through DASA scheme. So let's have a detailed look onto this DASA. So today we'll see that what we'll be discussing. So DASA scheme, the number of seats available in the DASA scheme, and the eligibility criteria, tentative schedule, documents required, registration procedure, the fee structure, refund rules and policy, participating institutes, seat allotment procedure, CIWG, number of seats available under CIWG, additional documents for CIWG, fee structure for CIWG. What exactly the DASA scheme is? So direct admission student abroad. So this is the full form of the DASA. So a program aimed at providing opportunities to foreign nationals, persons of Indian origin, non-resident Indians, overseas citizen of India, who pursue undergraduate of engineering and architectures in NITs, triple ITs, and SPAs. So basically, SPA stands for School of Planning and Business and Architecture. It is an initiative by the Ministry of Education India. So the government of India has designated the Educational Consultant of India Limited as a coordinating agency for the DASA 2024. So last year in 2023, this DASA was coordinated by the NIT Calicut, and this year it was given to the agency. Now we'll see that how many number of seats are actually available this year with the JEE exam. So as per JOSA, that is Joint Seat Allocation Authority, the number of seats available in the NITs are 23,954 and the number of seats available in triple IT is 7,746. And yeah, so basically every year the top 250,000 candidates are selected to write the advanced paper. Usually this JEE exam was conducted in sessions. Session 1 and Session 2, this JEE mains. Session 1 will be conducted in the month of January and Session 2 will be conducted in the month of April. And the top 250,000 candidates are eligible to write the JEE Advance. And this JEE Advance consists of 2 papers. So anyway, we'll discuss about this JEE mains and advance detail in another session. So now we'll discuss about the DASA. So one common question usually for everyone, it will be popping up that, so exactly how many seats are available under DASA? So just now we have seen that these many seats are available through JEE every year. Every year it will be varying. So maybe it varies around 1,000 to 2,000 seats. So every year this JOSA, it releases the number of seats available through this exam. So under the DASA scheme, so there are 15% of supernumerary seats. That is 15% of the seats which I mentioned before. It was 4,755 seats. So these seats will come under DASA and CIWG. Now what is CIWG? We'll discuss about the CIWG a bit later in the session. So we'll discuss about this also. Now, after discussing the number of seats, now we'll see the eligibility criteria. So the students who are born after October 1, 1999. So this is a criteria. They should have this minimum age to apply for the DASA scheme. Now, after completion of this eligibility age criteria, now we'll see for the academic criteria. So the candidates must have passed the 10+2 examination or the equivalent from any system of education as recognized by the Association of the Indian Universities. So current batches of 23-24 are also eligible to apply for the DASA scheme, provided they have to submit the 12th board certificate on or before 31st December of 2024. Now candidates should take the mandatory subjects math as physics, and along with the any one of the subjects like chemistry, biotechnology, computer science, and biology. So this is the criteria for the engineering, and you can say that bachelor's in technology. Now we'll see for the, and they should have the valid JEE scorecard. So this is very important. So without the JEE scorecard, so there is no eligibility. Now we'll see for the BR and the B planning. For the BR, the candidate should have a minimum of 60% in the 10 plus 2 and with the PCM as a main subjects, or he or she has to do 10 plus 3, that is diploma course. So then with the mathematics as a main subject. So then he or she is eligible to apply for the DASA scheme. Now the candidates for the B planning, candidates should pass with a 60% in the 10 plus 2 and math as a main subject. So in all this BR or B plan or the BTech, in the BTech you have math, physics as a main subject, but in BR and B plan, so mathematics is the only subject which you have to consider. So this is the academic criteria. So after seeing this academic criteria and age eligibility, now we'll see the residential requirements. So we'll see that what are the residential requirements required for this. So all the foreign nationals studying in any country, including India, or all the Indian nationals who are studying abroad are eligible to apply this DASA scheme. And Indian students has to complete 2 years of education in the foreign country, including the 11th and 12th or the equivalent. Then they are eligible. So it's like you have to complete your intermediate or 11th or 12th. So you might be any board. It might be a CBSE or it might be the any board. So it should be the equivalent to apply under this quota. Now being seen this residential requirements, now we'll see the documents required for this. So what are the documents required? The documents required are the candidate passport, proof of date of birth, mark sheet of the grade 10, 11, 12, a proof of 11th, 12th completion or the equivalent certificate from the school authorities, a percentage CGPA equivalent certificate from the school authorities, a proof of 2 years of education in the foreign country, and JEE Mains scorecard 2024. And to be noted here, the NRI students has to submit the school leaving or the mark sheet or the study certificate from the school. Now, after seeing all this, the eligibility criteria and the documents required, now we'll see actually how to apply for this DASA scheme. So to apply for the DASA scheme, the registration process goes like this. It's like we have to visit the official website www.dasanit.org. The last year in 2023, the dates were like it was released in the first week of the June. But this year the dates are not yet released. It will be released. So as per the like last year, so they released in the month of March or April. The same way it will be released this year also. So for the registration process, so visit the official website www.dasanit.org. To register, you need to enter JEE Mains application number and date of birth. Your JEE Mains application number is your username. Once you have entered all the correct details, so click on create account. So an email will be sent on your registered email ID along with the link of the completion of the registration. So your application ID, your email ID is the application ID, and you have to remember the password. Okay, for the further, there are so many steps in this. So you have to be very careful. You have to remember the email ID. You have to enter the valid email ID which you are using actively. So don't give any other email ID which is not working, or else it is very difficult to recover the password, and so it will be difficult. So be careful with that. So fill out the application form with the required details, submit the complete registration, and upload the documents like the passport size photo and the scan signature, and even other requirement documents which I already mentioned before in the document section. So all those documents have to be uploaded. and you have to pay the first semester fee along with this form. So I'll be coming up in the next segment about the fee details, how it should be paid. But during the registration, so you have to pay the first semester fee. And it will be, if you're not allotted with any seat, it will get refunded. So now, one thing you have to know that, so while filling, the 2 points you have to keep in mind that once the form is submitted, candidate cannot modify. So you have to double check it before filling all the details. And to fill the application form, use Mozilla Firefox or the Google Chrome. It is not recommended and it should not be used like Microsoft and the Internet Explorer. Okay. So this is how the complete registration process. Now we'll see the fee structure. The fee structure for the DASA SARC countries, like you say, take the SARC countries. The SARC countries, it was the fee, the registration fee was 300 USD and it is non-refundable. And the first semester fee was 2000 USD dollars. So what are the SARC countries? You have the Bangladesh, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and India, Bhutan. And these are the countries. You can check that. So anyway, so majority we belongs to Indian schools or Indian country origin. So yeah, so no need to bother about it. And for DASA non-SARC countries, the registration fee was 300 USD, which is again non-refundable. And the first term fee is 4000 USD. And here the point to be noted is, it is the first semester fee is not fixed. And if there is any additional amount to be paid, it should be paid during the joining, during the allotment. So the additional extra fee has to be paid according to the college fee structure. Now we'll see the refund rules and the policies. So it was like you are paying the first semester fee also at the time of the registration. So if we'll see all the rules, like how these rules and policies are divided. So I divided these rules into three categories. One is the full refund, the other one is no refund, and the 50% refund. So in the full tuition fee refund, if the candidate has withdrawn his or her application on or before the last date of the fee payment as mentioned in DASA schedule, then the full fee will be refunded. And if the candidate who found not to be eligible at the time of application of the processing, so still like he'll be getting the full refund. So candidates who are not allotted any seats as per their choice filled but do not accept the allotment by choosing decline option. So in this case, no fee will be refunded. So you should not decline. So you are filling the form and you got the seat, and if you are just clicking decline. So during the counseling process, there are three options. So accept, decline, accept, and upgrade. So we'll come to the counseling process a bit later. So you got a seat, but you click decline. So then in that case, no fee will be refunded. And candidates who first accepted the allotment seat, but later changed the decision and did not join, or the candidate who have provided with the, you can say that candidates who withdraw their admission after joining the institute for any other reason or could not submit the required academic documents, for them the 50% fee will be refunded. So these are the refund policies. So you have to be careful while just see, this is the important segment out of all refunded policies and the documents. Now we'll see the CIWG. What CIWG stands for? Children of Indian workers working in Gulf. Children of Indian workers in Gulf. So there are 15% of reserve seats under the CIWG from the 15% of the DASA quota. So I can say that the numbers under the DASA quota, there are 4,883 seats. So out of that, 1/3 seats, which is equal to 1,426 seats are reserved under CWIG. So basically it is CIWG. So we'll see that what are the countries falls under this CIWG. And very important point to be noted, the candidates who are eligible for the DASA quota and CIWG So there are two separate categories. So there are two separate sections. Suppose we'll take one case study. There is a student named called Arjun. So he applied for the DASA and he also applied for the CIW. So for him, while filling the seats, the choice of institutes, so he will be shown separately the DASA seats and also CAWG seats. Okay, and the student who applied only CAWG, then only CAWG will be shown. So for each and every institution, so these seats are divided into two categories. For example, you take NIT Tirchi or NIT Warangal. So in NIT Warangal, so under computer science branch, there are 4 seats under DASA and 2 seats under CIWG. So the student who applied for both the DASA and CIWG, it is shown separately. So this is how it will be. So now we'll see that what are the countries under this CIWG. So there are countries Qatar, UAE, Bahrain, Iraq, Iran, Kuwait, Oman, and Saudi Arabia. So these are the countries, these students who are studying in these countries are eligible for the CIWG. Now we'll see that what are the additional documents are required to apply this CIWG. The additional documents required are copy of passport of the parent working in Gulf country, copy of the parent visa with validity on any date in the year 2024, and copy of the parent work permit with a validity on any date in the year 2024, and certificate from the company or the organization as a proof that parent is working in Gulf country. So these are the additional documents required for the CIWG. Now we'll see that what is the fee structure for CIWG. So the fee structure is again the same. The registration fee was 300 USD, which is non-refundable, and the tuition fee was 758 USD. So the student who paid the extra money under the DASA quota will get refunded, and this extra money will get refunded. And the fee payment, there are options for the fee payments, like you have NEF and Shift is there and e-banking is there. So these are the fee payment options. Now we'll see the participating institutes. So there are 31 NITs and 11 triple ITs and 3 SPAs are participating under this DASA scheme. Now we'll see the choice of filling. So how the seats are filled and how the colleges or the institutes are filled. We'll see that. So once the application has been successfully submitted to DASA, it then proceeds to the next step, that is seat allotment. The seat allotment is solely based on the academic merits gained by the student. The allotment is done as per the choices indicated by the student in the application form. So during the application form, you will be filling the colleges. For example, you take NIT Warangal CS, okay, and NIT Tirchi CS, okay, and you filled like 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. You filled with the NIT CS because CS is the most demanding branch, right? So after that, you'll fill now in the second row. Same, you'll start with the NIT Warangal again. Okay, but this time you'll be filling with maybe artificial intelligence or maybe ECE or maybe mechanical. Okay, so you'll be filling again with the same top colleges, 3 or 4 colleges. So this is how the order is filled. So this is a very important. Always while filling the colleges, you have to do enough research. Okay, and yeah, anyway, so we teachers in global, so we always help during the filling of these colleges. So we are always supportive. So please feel to reach us. Okay, so while filling the colleges, there should be order. Always you have to see the top colleges. Top colleges in the sense you have to see the ranking of the colleges, how the placement record is there in the last 3 years. You have to check carefully and accordingly you have to fill. And once these colleges are filled and it cannot be changed, as I mentioned before. So once the application has been submitted, it can't be modified. And I'll tell you, the problem is, and even I can tell a story about myself also, where during the filling, I was like, I did enough research, but a few colleges, just I filled it. Okay, the colleges are very good, but the branches I filled, it was not good. Okay, so I got that branch. So with my rank, with my particular rank, I got a rank in NIT. Actually, it was NIT Surat. But I left it because I don't want that branch. Simply, I filled it for the college sake. And you have to be very, it should be very important. So students always will ask me that, sir, whether the college we have to give the importance or to the branch or the stream. So always it is important, you have to give to the importance to the stream. You are interested in mechanical and you are not good at coding. Okay, then why to take the coding? Okay, maybe you are interested, you are fascinated about the cars. Okay, then okay, take mechanical or take aeronautical if you're interested. Okay, or take design stream. Okay, so it always should be like what you're interested, because if you are passionate enough and if you're interested, so any college doesn't matter. Yeah, so there should be certain range. Manlo, if you're not getting the rank 2 college, okay, for the particular branch, then go for the rank 5 or rank 6 college. Still they both are almost equal, but the branch is very important. Once you decide the branch here, so the rest of the life it hurts you. So if you're taking the branch which you like, then yes, you will excel and you will become something great. And if you're not liking, then the rest you cannot change the time and you cannot get back and you cannot erase that degree what you have. So it should be very important. So the order of filling is very important. And I'll tell you why it is important in the further of this session. So you will see that. So how these seats are allotted even. So there are 3 rounds. So basically round 1, round 2 and round 3. And there are some extra rounds also. You will see that. Okay. So it's called a counseling session. Now we'll see in the first round. So once after successfully completed all the procedures, the student can participate in this rounds like round 1, 2, 3. So in the first round of allotment, so all the applicants in that website only, it is displayed in the portal of DASA, it is displayed. That is dasanit.org as per the schedule. So no individual allotments or the letters will be given or will be sent, okay, personally. So you have to always check the mails, okay, and you have to be updated always. So once the dates are crossed, then done. If dates are done, so you cannot do anything. So applicants who are allotted the seats in the round 1 are required to confirm their options, okay, before the deadline dates, as I mentioned. Okay, in the second round, the students who didn't got any seats and the students who are not satisfied with the round 1 seats, okay, can apply for the round 2. And the student who didn't got the seat in the round 2, then he can proceed for the round 3. Or the student who does not want that seat which is in round 2 can proceed for the round. So this is how. So I'll tell you, I'll elaborate more. So while filling the options, the student has to keep these points in mind. So while filling, so there are 2 options. So in the round 1, for all the students, there are 2 options. One is accept, the other one is decline. So you got the desired college and desired branch, then accept. Okay. And if you don't like, if you're not liking that, okay, so then you can go for the round 2. There is an option called accept and upgrade. So in this option, accept and upgrade, so you are accepting, at the same time you want to participate in the round 2. Okay, so if you are accepting the seat which is there in the round 1, so then an confirmation letter will be generated that this seat is allotted for you. Okay, and if you are clicking the accept and the upgrade, still a letter will be generated and you will be moving to the round. And if you are pressing the option decline, then you are not you are not participating. You are not able to participate in the round 2 and round 3. And you cannot get the seat also. So you are eliminated, or you can say that you are exited. So this is how. So round 2, again, same thing. So accept and upgrade and decline. So if you want to accept, then you can go with that. So if you want a better opportunity, then accept and upgrade. And if you click the decline, the same thing. So you are exited. So you won't be getting any seat and you are not even able to participate in the further rounds. So this is how the round 1, round 2 and round 3. And there are internal sliding. There are two special rounds. We can say that one is internal sliding, the other one is called special round. In the internal sliding, like it is conducted for all the admitted students on the scheduled dates entirely on the basis of inter-C merit. Now, what is inter-C merit? Inter-C merit is nothing but the students who didn't got seats in the round 1, round 2, round 3, or they got to accept and upgrade, accept and upgrade. So these students, the students who are not allotted any seats, so they are called, they will be participated in the internal sliding. And very important point to be noted is in this internal sliding, the choices which you filled, the order of choices which you filled before, the same order will be there. Okay. So accordingly, you will be getting the seats. Okay. Next, we have the special round. The seats remaining in all the colleges after internal sliding. Okay. And after this complete procedure, so you have to fill the choices again. It was a fresh choice. So the previously filled choice are deleted. So freshly you have to fill the choice. So this is called a special round. Then you will be entitled. So if you have a good rank, so in this round, so you will be entitled with the college and the seat. So this is how all the rounds we have during the counseling. So there are round 1, 2, 3, internal sliding and the special round. And point to be noted is in the special round, so since you have to fill the colleges again freshly, so there is a lock button. So you have to lock down. If you are not locking down, manlo, for example, there is a deadline of 3 days. I filled the colleges in the day 1. Then I thought that my brother called me and he said that, Arey, wait, I'll tell you some college names tomorrow. So you can fill accordingly. Then all of a sudden, your brother didn't call and you also forgot and the deadline passed. Okay. And the order which you filled was not up to the mark. Like it was not, it was in a random order. Okay. It was not according to the ranking. Then it will be get locked. Okay. So you have to be careful. So you were sure with the colleges, with the order of the colleges, then okay, lock it and just done. Okay. If not, it will get automatically locked. So this is the counseling. Okay. This is the counseling part. So yeah. Now, after this counseling part, so one thing, a few things I want to say that you have to check the website regularly and no personal emails or messages or SMSs will be sent to your mobile number or the mails. So you have to check always because I'll tell you, starting from the filling of the application form, choice of filling of the colleges, counseling sessions, the last dates are very important. Okay. So deadlines are very important. So you have to be always updated. Okay. So this is all about the DASA scheme and CIWG. So I hope that I covered all the information. Okay. All the documents required and the registration process, the eligibility and refund rules and even the counseling part also. Okay. So I hope it added some value and it gave some information related to the DASA scheme and the CIWG. And I want to wish a good luck for the upcoming the board exams, CBSE exams, and even the JEE attempt 2. Okay, and I wish God to give you a strength and determination to come out with the flying colors. Okay, so and I always say that if any doubts are there, so please feel free to comment in the chat box, and you can even visit our offline centers, Al Wakrah and Doha. You can say Matar Qadeem. There is our centers, and our staff team will be, our supporting team will be contacting you. And please feel free to contact. You can come to the offline. So any doubts you have regarding the DASA scheme or regarding to the colleges rankings, okay, or anywhere if you face any difficulty during the form filling or any additional support required, so you can always come to our offline centers. Okay, and yes, thank you. So we'll end the session here, and I hope everyone having a good day, and yeah, so thank you.